It's a new year. And oftentimes the New Year's bring a fresh look, brings a lot of, I hate using this word, a lot of hope to people that things will be different, things will be better. And most of the time it's wishful thinking because nothing changes without you changing. And that's an interesting thing in life, where people have expectations that things will randomly change for them. And this is part of the trap. This is part of the system where people feel they have no role to play, that they're at the whim of life, and life just pushes them from side to side, here and there, and they hope they'll get lucky, that God is looking out for them. And the truth is, this is not how it works. And so for those who will put their faith in their New Year's resolutions, which will fail oftentimes, 99% of the time, because the program is still running in you. You've done nothing to eradicate it from your system. Like we've discussed, you're being poisoned. So from a biological standpoint, your system is disrupted. And it's far worse than you think. And then they attack you mentally, right? With all the fear and all the anger builds up from the stress, the anxiety of the unknown, the constant turmoils, the financial stressors, the matrix nonsense. But deep below all of it is the spiritual war. And this is the most important. This is where they've already got you. The biological is powerful, right? Your hormones are crucial in life. Testosterone, not just for men, for everyone, is a major frequency of God within you. It moves you. It motivates you. It's God in motion, and it helps drive you. And they take that from you. And so your biological system disruption is massive. But they have you from the spiritual jump, right from the beginning, when they tell everybody you must go to an outside source for God. You must pray to God. You must confess your sins. You must atone, you sinner. You weak, fragile human, right? This is what you're taught. Then they shame you with your sexuality. Such a powerful energy source. Take it from you. They make it dirty. They make it sinful. They make it so people do not harness that energy in any productive way. They have you. But the worst part of it is they don't even have to try anymore. Because once they have you within this system and this belief system that they've created, you imprison yourself. You imprison yourself. And so what are we to do? What can you do? Well, the first step is awareness. You have to realize that this is going on, that this is a problem before you can take action. It's half the battle, honestly. Most people have no clue that this is going on. And so how can you fix something you have no idea what the problem is? So these people are lost. They go to their dopamine fixes, TV, alcohol, pornography, Amazon, whatever they can do for the dopamine fix to make them feel something better than their day to day. The system wins. The system siphons all of your energy. And as you become angry and bitter and weaker, your brain becomes more foggy. You become even more easily controllable. But for those who know, there are solutions. And these solutions work. And it's a component of things that address your biological system, address your mental system, and your spiritual. And you have to work on them all. And the key word is work. You have to take action. All this bullshit where you sit there and you manifest everything without doing anything, this is more bullshit. This is more the Matrix. Taking concepts that are true, we can manifest, we can control this reality. You have to take fucking action. You can't just sit there and wish and pray and hope. These are passive, weak positions. I'm sorry, they are. You must command. But you can't get there with fucked up hormones. You can't get there with a mindset of weakness. You cannot get there when you're giving your power away to an external God. You cannot. You will not. And you will continue to suffer within this system. The new year is upon you. What will you do different this year than you did last? For as you repeat the same things over and over like a crazy person, expecting different things, they will not come. They will not come. Try something new this year. Question your reality. Question this system. Question this nation. Question this government. Question. Get your hormones checked by someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. Not someone who will tell you they're normal. The average testosterone is 50% lower than it was in the 1970s. So in 50 years, men's testosterone has gone down 50%. And the medical community says nothing. Nothing other than you're normal. What does that tell you, folks? What does that tell you when they're covering up something so grave as how poorly your hormones are functioning across the board? Not just some of the population, All of the population. If we had anything else affecting the population so severely, it would be an emergency. And they would address it. They would have to. Yet they've compartmentalized hormones in the medical community. They told us it was dangerous, difficult to control, causes cancer. Don't touch it. Leave it to endocrine. And then what they did was they taught the endocrine doctors shit. Nonsense. And as they did that, they continued to change the scales of testosterone lower, 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 lower. And nobody said anything. Then they took away categorizing by age so that a 7-year-old can have the same testosterone as a 20-year-old and both would be considered normal. You see the insidiousness of this nonsense? Nothing is done about it. This is just a glimpse of what's going on out there, folks. You need to wake up and take back your sovereignty. And that requires you to take action. No one's here to fucking save you. Nobody's coming. That doesn't work like that. Jesus is not coming back to save you. Nobody is. Because you're God. You came here to save yourself. Take action this year. Do something different. Question everything. Try to get your fucking sovereignty back. Okay, so we discussed a lot of the distortion that's going on. I'm not here just to be another ranting individual, although it's crucial to name the distortion, to identify it, to call it out. Absolutely. But then we must have solutions. We must have actionable steps we can take, things we can do. And there are. And so the first one, your hormones. It's foundational. They are attacking them. This is not random. This is not environmental industrialization. No. This is purposeful. It's precision attacking of our systems. Without your hormones, you lose your spark. You lose the flame of God within you that motivates you to action, causes the brain fog that leads to the zombie-like nature we see amongst us everywhere of people. No. There's many things it's doing. So the first thing to do is to see someone who knows what they're doing with hormones. This is an uphill battle. I, of course, do it. This is why I speak of it. And it's a tool in the chest that you must use. Right? But many of these clinics will just give you the protocol that doesn't draw any attention, but barely touches the surface of helping you. Your hormones are dysfunctional. They need to be addressed. They are dysfunctional in quantity, qualitatively, and quantitatively. So the number is dysfunctional and the quality of it is dysfunctional across the board in all your endocrine systems. They need to be replaced. They need to be replaced with bioidentical, not synthetic shit made by big pharmaceutical companies. Sorry, that's the stuff that is causing the cancers and the dysfunctions and the inflammations. No, you need bioidentical from compounded pharmacies who make these things. And they need to be dosed properly. And they need to be dosed much higher than most clinics will dose it at. Let's just leave it at that. You need to work on ridding yourself of the mind fuck that they're doing to you. The news, social media, outside of things that bring you joy and happiness. But things that create anxiety, fear, stress, get rid of it out of your life. You have to detach from that. And spiritually, you have to connect. You have to reconnect with your soul, with God's source within you. You need to meditate, perhaps. For some, sit in silence. Breathe slowly, closing your eyes for 4 count in slowly. Hold it for a 4 count. Breathe out, 4-second count. Hold at the bottom, 4 seconds. Repeat this. Envision a spark of flame in your lower sacral area. And as you breathe in, it's ascending through your spine to the crown of your head. Repeat this in and out. Close your eyes, visualizing this energy moving. This is real. Allow yourself to feel that. There are many techniques. You have to start taking different actions if you want different results. These are just a few tips on getting back your sovereignty.